All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Anybody have some tacos? No tacos. Hope so. All right, man. So real quick, let's talk about it. The Toronto Raptors versus the Charlotte Hornets. Wow, almost got tongue twisted a little bit there. So y'all know we got to talk about. But first, man, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button if you hadn't already. And most importantly, man, thank you guys for your support. All right. Video coming out a little late. I'm normally a little snapped. Then I had to get my mental right, guys. Like sometimes your mental ain't right. We got to dig in. All right. But the Toronto Raptors, to me, this was a game that I felt was going to be a game that would be back and forth a little more than what it was, if I'm using that right. I figured this game would be closer than what it was, but actually, especially when you look at the people that was out, especially with Steady Freddie not playing, I look at him as a key part of the Toronto Raptors. So with him being out, sorry, I'm trying to pull up the stat things here for you guys. With him being out, I thought, and Melo, because I'm really high on Melo. I like I'm okay. Let's be honest. I'm high on court Melo. Off court Melo ain't quite my cup of tea. But on court Melo to me is a beast, man. I love the way that he carving his own name outside of his brother and outside of his dad. I'm really a big fan of that. So tonight the Charlotte Hornets were led by LaMelo Ball. He was 8 of 16, 1 of 5 from the three-point line, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 7 assists, 1 steal, 3 rebounds, 25 points. He was the leading scorer. The fact that you could tell he's a scorer, man. Now, he learned to do other things in his game as far as assists and rebound, but he's naturally a scorer. So shout out to him. Second behind him was Bridges. 6 of 10, 2 of 4 from the 3, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 22 points. And Terry Rozier with 5 of 11, 1 of 5, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Terry Rozier is one of those guys that, he can get hot and he can get not. Some games he just look like all world, and some games just look like he's not interested. I think that the Charlotte Hornets is a team that's like one player away from, like one good player away from a real serious contending team. Honestly, man, I think the youth is good. But just for the city of Charlotte, knowing that this franchise has been dormant for so long, that they now have a team that's formidable is great. Now let's talk about the Toronto Raptors tonight, led by Gary Trent Jr. 11 of 21, 5 of 10 from the three-point line, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 assists, 1 steal. Gary Trent Jr., like I said, man, I'm going to say it. He deserves to be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation to me. I always say that because, I'm watching. And, I just started following him on Instagram. I didn't know, the whole drip thing was his whole thing. I didn't know, right? So I just started following him on Instagram. I was like, okay, interesting. Just had a birthday, so happy belated birthday. But Gary Trent Jr. He's a player that you just love to have on your team because he just seems to be around at the right time doing the right things. He can have nights where he's not on, but then he can have nights where he's firecracker hot, right? And you have to live with that. And what I notice about him is, they don't slow him down. Like, hey, if you're missing, shoot again. If you're missing, shoot again. Do you? I really like that about how they handle Gary Trent Jr. I think that the Raptors got something special in Gary Trent Jr. This whole core, man. Like I know the last couple games, what's going on here? But for the most part, man, I think that this team they got something, man. They got a core that is just, and the core is still young. So as time goes on, they're going to be able to build and maybe add a piece. Now, they've already came out and said they ain't really looking to do nothing with that core during the trade deadline. I seen that somewhere. Can't remember where I seen if I had an article. Y'all know I recorded because I like to give people their props. They came out and said we're not looking to trade anybody of that core, meaning OG, Scotty, Steady Freddie, or Pascal. So if they're not looking to trade them, they I don't. They say that they're going to be they're going to be buyers at the trade deadline, but I think that they're going to. I really don't see how. I don't know what other things they're trying to move, but we'll see, man. I hope it's not Gary Trent Jr. All right, that guy's a beast, man. So second behind him was OG. OG was 8 of 14, 3 of 7 from the 3-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 24 points for OG, who can do that on a nightly basis. I think I got some of the highest standards when it comes to OG Anunoby. I think that he's one of those guys that can give you this every night. He really is. I know, because this was the trajectory he was on before the injury. So I think this is good for him to get back into that, into that realm. And I think with Steady Freddie being out, him seeing them buckets fall, being aggressive, being efficient, I think that's really, really big for him. Pascal, 9 of 16, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, and a block tonight for Pascal. Again, Pascal, 12 assists, 9 rebounds. The guy is learning. I've been saying that, and I'm going to continue to say that. He is learning to affect the game other than just scoring. And to me, that's when you develop into a great player. Now, I get it. We got some greats that just scores, right? Like, you only gonna think of Allen Iverson for scoring. That's it. But in today's game, man, I think, especially on this team, where you got so many other people that can score the basketball and that can play a significant role, for someone like Pascal, where you see him as the head guy of this team or not, he's willing to say, you know what? I can dump it out 12 times and get buckets. I can shoot it and get buckets. I can rebound. I can do everything. It's all about winning. And when a player, I think that takes a lot of pressure off a player. When they're like, you know what? I ain't got to be the man tonight. I can literally score the ball, or I can literally affect the game with rebounds. I can out-hustle people. Y'all already know, man. I'm super. I be super excited about that. Obviously, champion with the toss out. It's ridiculous. Flynn, I seen some flashes from Malachi Flynn tonight. It's like he's another one of those guys I root for. I'm just like, yo, what happened? I always feel like he have like these great preseasons and these great exhibitions, but then in the game, you're like, yo, play. Like, just be you. If you continue to be you and be aggressive, the sky's the limit. I don't know if it's an afraid, like, I don't want to mess up type thing with him. So maybe that's the case, maybe it's not. But to me, I feel like Flynn got more to offer than what we're seeing from him, man. Always been a big fan of Flynn. If you follow this channel at all, you know that. So with that being said, guys, man, thank you so much for watching the channel. You guys continue to stay strong, continue to be positive, continue to work hard, continue to do all the things you need to do to get to where you're trying to go. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man, you guys be great.